For me, when I figured we would make the Final Four was when I played all the teams in the league. I came a little bit before halfway through our EuroLeague season, and once I played all the teams, I knew our competition and I knew where we stood, so I knew we had a strong chance to make the Final Four.
For me, I'd have to say the same thing. Usually after you get a opportunity to play every single team, you see where you stand, you see the competition you're facing against, and then you see how your team goes up against everybody. And for us, man, I just had confidence in our team from the jump, from we started training camp. And then when people got hurt, you know, we had more people come in, and they brought in some great people for our team, so it never went downhill. We always got better in my eyes. And, you know, from there, I just really thought that we had a chance to make the Final Four and make big things for this team. Maybe not make the Final Four. That's a good question. Honestly, I've always thought the whole time we were going to make it. I mean, you set your goals high from the start of the season, so you never really think, you know, negative until it really happens. But when you're probably a little time, I was a little timid when our back was against the wall and we were down 2-1 to Ephes at their place, and we had to fight like heck to bring it back to our place. And you know, from that moment, I was a little nervous. But I've always thought we were going to have a chance to make the Final Four.
I didn't really doubt it. Once we got home court advantage, I figured once we beat Red Star at their place, I didn't think anybody would beat us once we get home court advantage. So I never really doubted it once we beat Red Star and secured our home court advantage that we would be in the Final Four, because we're a strong team at home. Our fans are great when we're at home, and they give us a lot of energy. So I had confidence throughout. Of course, qualifying for the Final Four is huge. Not many people in their careers get to do this, to play at this level. I take great pride in that. But firstly, for me, when I signed to Olympiacos, I knew the history. I know the history of the club. I know what it means to be a part of this team, and very proud to be a part of Olympiacos and to have signed here. That was the biggest moment for me, myself personally, along with making it to the Final Four.
For me, to be making the Final Four, that was huge. You know, that's what people dream of their whole career. Some people never make it to get an opportunity to play in the Final Four and get a chance to play in that atmosphere and that crowd like that. So that's probably a huge moment for me. But also, you know, beating Panathinaikos, you know, from the day I got off that plane, everyone talked about Pana, and how big that game was. And getting a chance to play in that atmosphere, my first time playing against them here at home, it was unbelievable. And, you know, that was a huge, huge moment for me to, you know, to beat them. Of course, injuries, man. You never want to see someone go down. You know, it's always, you know, as a teammate, it's your brotherhood. So you never want to see someone get hurt and go down. But you know, I just say probably a moment I don't want to forget is probably losing here to Pana, and that was a moment I didn't like. You know, we got beat here, so that was probably a bad moment for us.
I think when we lost back-to-back to Gala and Madrid in the EuroLeague season, that was pretty down moment for me, especially personally. I didn't play up to my standards I had been playing prior to those two games, so I didn't play as well, and I didn't think I helped the team in order to help us secure those 2 wins. And that was probably the two games I want to forget this season. But outside of that, things have been pretty great.
Λοιπόν, μαγκές, για να στηρίξουμε όλοι Ολυμπιακός BCTV, κάνουμε subscribe εδώ πέρα, φωνάζουμε και τους φίλους μας και όλοι μαζί για να στηρίξουμε την ομαδάρα μας.